I got an equal opportunity economy, equal.
Another attempt on the life of former President Donald Trump, this time in West Palm Beach, Florida, and this time the shooter is alive. The investigation is ongoing, and former President Donald Trump is safe after the Secret Service fired on an individual near his Trump International golf course. Been on that golf course with former President Trump. He was president at the time. There are parts of the course that are exposed. I noticed that even while we were playing.
The golf course is surrounded by shrubbery, so when somebody gets into the shrubbery, they're pretty much out of sight. All right? And at this level that he is at right now, he's not the sitting president. If he was, we would have had this entire golf course around him. But because he's not, the security is limited to the areas that the Secret Service deems possible. So I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little bit more people around the perimeter.
It's also clear the political rhetoric in this country is sky high. When you repeatedly refer to someone as being anti-democratic and a threat to freedom and rights, rational people know it's political hyperbole, but irrational people act in irrational ways.
And that's scary. Like it's been the whole time. I mean, we've been saying this for how long, man? We've all been saying Trump is they're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. They're gonna kill him. They're not gonna stop till they kill him. And this is where we're at. Sunday afternoon, everybody's sitting at home watching football or chilling. And then again, another attempt on Donald Trump's life. This is the second one or third one, or who knows. There's been a lot. There's been a lot. It's fucking ridiculous. It really is. And it's like the elite want this man dead so fucking bad, and they're not going to stop till they get him. We're going to listen to an interview with the shooter. Shout out to Tiff, who gave me a link for that. Apparently this guy is, like we all thought he would be. Like a big-time far-right fucking whack job who thinks that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. You know, when you got all the major politicians in the world, I mean, in America, like saying you're a threat to democracy, yeah, of course somebody's going to try to kill you, you know? Yeah, I would say so. I would say you don't have much time. Because people believe the shit they hear, unfortunately. So, that's where we're at. And another attempt on Donald Trump's life. It's fucking really insane. And it goes back to what me and so many other people have been saying on this channel and in the news places, that the places where I go for my news have been saying this too. They're not going to stop till they get him. He is a threat to them, not to democracy. He's a threat to those people, the elite. He's obviously a threat to the elite. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. I mean, it's been obvious for a while. Now you got to be saying to yourself, holy shit, like they really want this fucking guy dead. You think that they would... It's not even a month ago. Like, yeah, it's a month ago. But like 1 month ago, they tried to kill him, and here we are again, right away. Like a month later, they're trying to fucking kill him again. They're not going to stop till they get him. And, you know, I know it's a different person. And this time they got this motherfucker alive, which is a good thing that this guy is alive. I mean, it's obvious that it's a good thing this guy is alive. Because now... you know, maybe we can find something out. But I doubt we will anyway. It's like, just like the fucking last time they tried to kill Trump, we're not going to hear anything. We're not going to hear any substantial news that's, you know, has to do with what's been, you know, what happened and all. It's just never going to happen. Not going to happen. We're not going to hear anything. This is our Kennedy of our time. So... you know, like we're all saying, you know, this election is going to be, this election's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. And, bro, we might not even see an election. None of us might not even see an election because at the rate this is going, someone's going to kill him before it's time to do this election. I mean, I just really feel like that's going to happen. So even more now. I mean, I felt that way even before the first attempt on Trump's life. I felt like, yo, they want to kill this guy. Like, they're going to kill this guy. Nothing, they can't take him down with all the indictments and all the shit. They can't shake him. So what do they do next? Well, they're going to have to kill him. And that's where we're at. And they're not stopping till they do it. And they don't give a fuck that we know and we see the writing on the wall and we basically know who the guilty parties are and who's doing what, right? But they don't give a fuck. They don't care that we know that. It does not matter to them. They don't care that we know they're doing this shit. They don't care. They are so powerful and so elite that they're at the point now where they're like, fuck it. We don't really care if people know that it's us. Because they're not going to do anything about it anyway. You know what I mean? So let's not kid ourselves. You know, it's the elite of the elite in this country, and this is it. They're going to get them. They're going to get them. So if you want to vote for Trump, and you want to, like, you know, see our country get better and see things get better and costs go down on things and life gets easier and better for all Americans. It's not happening. They are hell-bent on doing what they want to do and the plans that they want and the things that they want to, you know, fuck with, they're going to do. Like, you know, make every car fucking electrical. You're not allowed to drive an engine, an engine car, a gas car, and like all this shit that they're trying to do, all this shit with the economy that they've done. They print up money like it's going out of stock. They don't give a fuck because it doesn't matter to them. They can sit in their little castle while we're all out eating each other, okay, because there's no fucking food left. And they don't have to worry about anything. They legit don't have to worry about anything because they could just turn around and just be like, fuck it, we don't care. We don't have to go out of our compound. We don't even need to leave the side of our mountain. We can do whatever the fuck we want here. You think they give a fuck once all hell breaks loose here in this world, in this country? You think they give a fuck? They're not going to care. They're going to be like, fuck these people. Let them eat each other. The more death, the better. That's what they want to see. The more death, the better for them. All kill each other. If it was up to them, we would all kill each other. The only reason they need you is for a vote every once in a while. And you know what? When you don't have to vote for them, they don't give a fuck about you. They do not care. They just want your vote. When voting time comes around, they start saying, hey, this is what people would like to hear. Say this, this, and this, and try to win your election. And that's what it basically comes down to. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a shit. They never did and they never will. And when they see a threat like Donald Trump, just kill him. It's what we did with Kennedy. Just kill Trump. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's a waste of time. Just kill him. Fuck trying to beat him fair and square. Just kill him. We try to take him out with all these indictments and all this shit, and we can't. So just kill him. The easy way out. That's what these people do. They're the fucking cheap, easy way. Just kill him. It's easy. Just get rid of him. Just kill him. So it's sad to say that they will get this guy. They're going to get him eventually. They're going to get him eventually. I don't think we'll even have an election. At this point, I don't think we'll even have one. I can't see it. I can't see it happening. How long will he stay alive in custody? You know, Abel Salas, you always come up with the greatest answers and questions, bro. You really are on another level. But you're right. I mean, that is the question asked. How long will he stay alive in custody? Till somebody says a camera's down and he hung himself, or, you know, we accidentally dropped him on his fucking head. You know, some kind of shit. Some fuckery goes down. And we're back to where we always have been. You know? Here's this shooter. Here's the shooter.
56 from the U.S. From North Carolina originally, so I live in Hawaii now, so flew all the way from Hawaii here. So the question as far as why I'm here, to me, you know, a lot of the other conflicts are gray, but this conflict is definitely black and white. This is about good versus evil. This is a storybook, you know, any movie we've ever watched, this is definitely evil against good. I mean, we're battling a situation here where, you know, the Ukrainians and the rest of the world are caring and kind and generous and unselfish and
So this is the guy who tried to kill Trump today. This is the guy right here.
stand up for that. That is the
Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt.
just to show human beings that we're kind and we're caring and that we take care of one another and that the world is united.
Yeah.
So that we
You're kind and caring, right?
Sure that,
Yeah.
you know, we all move from
Really.
one collective whole unit. So, you know, we feel the pain of one country's failure and their
Really just a kind and caring person you are, bro. Yeah.
Doing good and we all work together. And
Yeah.
for some reason, Russia does not grasp this concept.
No, they don't, right? Because you feel they don't,
we have
right?
to get along and work together and
Look at this guy. Just look at him, man. Just look at him.
normal human beings. This is 2022. We have to work together. It seems asinine that we have a leader in a country that does not understand the concept of being unselfish and being generous and being kind and just the basic moral values that are required by human beings these days. It blows my mind.
And what are you doing here in Ukraine?
My initial goal was to come and fight. I think, you know, everybody around the globe should be motivated to come here and support the Ukrainians and support the army, no matter what gender, age, anything. Everybody should be here supporting the army. But I'm 56, so initially they were like, well, I have no military experience, so they're like, you're not an ideal candidate. So they said, not right this minute. So plan B was to come here to Kyiv and promote getting more people here. You know, we need thousands and thousands and thousands of people here fighting with the Ukrainians. We need, you know, we've got 190 countries around the world, and we need thousands from all of it. If the governments will not send their official military, then we civilians have to pick up the torch and make this thing happen. And we've gotten some wonderful people here, but it's a small fraction of the number that should be here. If we have 5,000, you know, to 10,000 people here fighting, you know, that is just a minuscule amount of the 5 billion people on the globe. You know, we need everyone here fighting. That's why I'm in Kyiv. So every project that I promote is about getting people here to support the Ukrainians. We're at a critical juncture in this war where we are sitting on the fence.
I love all these people who think they know so much shit that they are, you know, they even know war. So they can tell you where they are, where another country is at some point in their war and what they should do and who should join and how they should do it. And I love how these people think they know all this fucking information because they thought of it, you know, and they're like, oh, well, obviously what I think is right, you know, so we should go over and fight for Ukraine because we're not showing them enough support, right? We don't show them enough support. We got to show them more, right? Just taking our money and giving it to them is not enough. You know, we got to come over there and die for them now. We got to get shot for them. We got to go to war with Russia for them. But it's really not for them and their people. It's for our politicians and their pockets. So in reality, it's like a big fuck you. Like, go over there, fight, bring home the money, the oil, or whatever the fuck I need. Because I'm the politician. I'll tell you what goes. So fucking sick of these motherfuckers, man. And this guy looks like a real fucking whack job. This guy, how come everyone who tries to kill Trump looks like fucking Lee Harvey Oswald? For Christ's sake. And I love how they do the 3-name thing. This guy's name is Ryan Todd Jacobs. Stephen blank blank blank. Like, what with the 3 fucking name bullshit? I hate the media in our country. I fucking hate the media. They're so lame. Fucking lame people, bro. Fucking lame. And right away, CNN, right, as soon as the Trump information comes down today, CNN, right, they're reporting on it, right, and they're saying, as of right now, a possible attempt on Donald Trump's life, a possible assassination attempt on Donald Trump's life, a possible. Like, they don't want to just come right out and say, yeah, there was another assassination attempt on Trump. They want to just, they don't want it to blow up and like be, and they know what doesn't kill Donald Trump actually makes him a lot fucking stronger. So they realize that and they're like, fuck, we can't do this again, man. Like, he's just going to get more popular from this. And that's not good. Because what doesn't kill Donald Trump makes Donald Trump that much fucking stronger. So, you know what happened today? Donald Trump became that much stronger again today. That's what happened. Donald Trump became that much stronger today. Again, because these people fail every time. There's obviously somebody watching out for Donald Trump up there. There's obviously someone watching out for Donald Trump up there, because how do all these people fail, you know, in doing this? How do they all just fail? It's impossible. You know, somebody's going to fucking do the job, right? I mean, you keep sending people to do it. Eventually, somebody's going to do the fucking job, right? So, in my mind, it's just a matter of fucking time, again, till Donald gets it. We all know the players. We all know who it is, basically. And there's nothing we can do about it. Can't do shit about it. Can't do nothing about it. Fucking, it's so frustrating, man. When I heard this news about Trump today, I was like, it's not fucking fair, bro. Like, they just want to take this guy out. They're like, no, we don't want you to have the choice of voting for this guy. He scares us. He could take everything away that we built. We have to kill him. And they're trying. They tried again, but they fail every fucking time. Thank God. But I mean, it's just a matter of time, because they're gonna keep sending people. They're gonna keep sending these brainwashed MK Ultra fucking retards that think Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. They're gonna keep sending them through the MK Ultra, through the messages that are being put out there in the airwaves, and they'll get the signal eventually, and it'll snap in their head, and they'll get a gun, and they'll try to do the same thing that these other two idiots have done, and one of them eventually will do the job, because they keep letting these fuckers in to do this. You heard one of the things the guy said in the press conference. He goes, Donald Trump is not a sitting president, and if he was, we would have had this whole area quarantined. And it would have been, you know, lockdown in that area. But it wasn't, because Donald Trump is not a sitting president. So basically what you're telling me is you're not really protecting him like you should. Right? That's what that tells me when he makes a statement like that. You're not really protecting the guy the way you really should. When you say a statement like, well, you know, if Donald Trump was a sitting president, we would have had this whole area quarantined. No one would have got in there. It would have been a lockdown for everyone, blah, blah, blah. No one would have been standing over there. But he's not a president, so... Oh, really? 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 Really. Really. That's a crock of shit right there. That is a fucking crock of shit when you make a statement like that. Well, we would have had the area, you know, blocked off, but he's not a sitting president, so fuck him. Unfucking real, man. Unfucking real, dude. If people don't realize that the CIA and every other fucking 3-letter fucking alphabet bullshit is involved with this, and they know what's going on, you're far behind in the game. You're just very far behind in the game if you don't know that those parts of our government are in on this, because shit like this doesn't happen unless somebody has somebody telling them, hey, he'll be over here at this time. Hey, come to here at this time. You know, go on the building at this very time. Stand in the shrubs off to the side at this time. Around 3 o'clock, he'll be on this golf course. I heard this guy shot at his golf course at the golf cart, and it hit like the bottom and the top of it, and actual bullets were fired at Trump. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. So, if that is true, and these people got that many shots off, then, you know what? Come on, man. It's not fucking hard to tell this is a fucking setup. It's not hard to tell. And I'm fucking sick of it. And if I'm Donald Trump, I'm done with it, bro. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm sick and like, if I'm Donald Trump, I would go into an utter fucking rage about all this shit and be like, I can't get a fair shake at a fucking debate. I can't get a fair shake in court. I can't get a fair shake in the election 3 years ago. I can't get a fair shake in this, in that, in this, in that. Like, what the fuck do you guys want from me, man? Do you really hate me this fucking much? Do you really fucking despise me this much that you gotta, like, really just take my life from me? You gotta take my life and kill me? Fucking just annoying. It's fucking annoying at this point. Sick and fucking tired of it, man. They need to... All the whoever, I don't even care about Republicans.
This is Cleveland in the house.
Ghost, what up,
Open
baby?
Your mouth. Let the hound down south. Yeah, that's right.
That's the motherfucking Ghost.
I love 420 when I get it in your mouth. Yo, that's right. They legalized marijuana.
Wanna.
That's so cool.
Now put me in a sauna. Fuck me all around like Obama. Suck me out, just like Obama. Your mama.
Your mama. This is Cleveland.
Dance
around with the women in the evening.
That's right,
420,
bitch.
You know we got the weed win. This is Cleveland and we're dancing happy. This is the Cleveland and I'm dancing smooth.
Even if Trump wins, these psychos won't stop.
Yeah.
I'm afraid these attempts will continue.
Yeah.
Does a civil war start if one of these psychos is successful?
Yeah. I basically would think so, but honestly, all the Trump supporters are such pussies that probably not. I don't think they'll start a war if they kill Donald Trump, because nobody does anything about it now while the guy's alive. So why would they bother doing it when he's dead? Like, it'll all be over and they could sit there and say, oh, they killed him, so I don't have to do anything now. I don't have to put my shit at jeopardy. But the thing is, it's like, no, dude, you let this guy go, you let him get killed, and it's over for us. He's the only line of defense we have against them putting their entire agenda on us. He's the only guy we have left, really, because all these other Republicans, like, if Trump got killed and someone else stepped up, which they would have to, right? They're going to basically be like just lying to you and telling you what they think Trump would say. And then it'll all be a sham anyway, and you'll be like, oh, I like this guy. He thinks like Trump, and he's continuing where Trump left off. But it's not true. He's just following the rhetoric that got other people there to the spot. None of these people are for real. None of these people will step up and take that mantle of protecting real deal shit or amendments, really standing on it, like really against these motherfuckers and against the grain. No one else is going to do that. And if they do it, they're just lying to you, and they're just filling that void. They just want to be that person to fill that void. That's what would happen if Trump gets killed. Once again, today Trump could have been killed and it will change the entire world. If this man gets killed, it's going to change the entire world. Now, a lot of people think for the better. A lot of people think for the better. If Donald Trump gets killed, it'll be for the better. It'll help the world. That's a fucked up way of thinking, because you only really think that way about one or two people in this world in the history of time. Hitler was one of those people, right? So there you go. They compare the guy. These people that are fucking, like, they have the Trump syndrome. These people are literally, they literally are like, yeah, no, he should die, without a doubt. And they could still stand there and call themselves good people. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm not a bad person. You just wish death on somebody. That's fucking horrible. I don't wish death on Biden. I don't wish death on my worst fucking enemy. I don't wish death on anybody. That's it. That death is it. When you wish death on someone, you're wishing on yourself, basically. That's what you're doing. When you wish death on somebody, you're wishing it onto yourself. So I don't do that. Not with Biden, not with anybody. All right? But these people do it. They literally want to see him dead. They literally are upset when he doesn't take a bullet to the head. They literally are pissed off when somebody fails at trying to kill him. And they're like, okay, when's the next guy going to come in now? Come on, we got to get somebody that'll do this the right way. I mean, we got all this help. We're being told when to go up on a roof. We're being told when to go to a certain spot at a golf course. You know, we got inside help. So we got to get this done. We're going to have plenty more opportunities. They're setting him up so bad. And then when he gets killed, everyone's going to be like, well, who was around? Who was around? Who was... And then they'll fucking look into all these people that were supposedly supposed to be there with him when he got killed. And just like they did with Kennedy, and they'll look into all this and they'll say, well, this guy was part of the FBI and worked in Russia and is a secret agent at one point, but now he's a Trump security guard. It just so happened to be, you know, and it'll be all kinds of fuckery involved, just like there was when Kennedy got killed. But you know what? They'll close up the records. They'll seal up the records for 70 years. Why? Is that a normal procedure? Is that something that people do all over the world? They take records that can prove all kinds of shit with somebody who got killed, and they just seal them up, you know, because we do that with all murder cases. We just seal up all the information we have for 70 years and take it out then when the statutes of limitation are far gone and everybody's dead that was involved. Yeah, do it then. And even then you might not get the truth. But this is where we're at now. We'll never hear what happened. We'll never know why. We'll never know really who. Just like the first guy that tried to kill Trump a couple of months ago. We'll never really know all the details. There was obviously other people working with this guy. He had basically a shutdown of his media here in the U.S. Like, you're telling me this guy had no media, he had no social media, he had no nothing that we could look into, that we could look at and say, oh, look at this, look what he said here, look what he did there, look who he's friends with here, look who he's talking to there. Like, you're telling me there's none of that around, right? There's none of that, right? Come on. And now with this one, they won't know about this one either. There'll be none of that too. There'll be none of that too. Oh, we don't know. We really don't know. We really have no fucking clue. No, you do. You do. You're not that dumb. Maybe they'll just believe we're that dumb. No. I used to think that. I used to say, oh man, all these people are so dumb they can't figure out who did this or who did that or what. No. They don't want to figure it out. They already know. And the ones who don't know, who the wool is being pulled over their eyes, they won't find out. Because they don't want to know. They know in their hearts, just like we all do, who's who and what's what. They don't have that curtain anymore. That curtain is getting like frailer and frailer, and you're starting to see right through that curtain now, man. And they will never pull the wool over our eyes again. Especially not myself, because I used to believe that we were on the up and up with everything we did, America. Our government was on the up and up with everything we did. We would never hurt our own leaders. We would never, it's just sad shit that's happened because we have crazy, sick people in this country, unfortunately, and in this world, and bad things happen. But we would never, we would stop it from happening if we knew it would happen. We would have saved Kennedy. We would have, like, no. Nope. It's all just one big fucking game. Game of Thrones being played out right in front of us, right in front of our eyes. This would be a storyline in the Game of Thrones. A guy like Donald Trump comes around, threatens the crown and all the people around it, you know. They're like, please, he's a threat to the crown. Meanwhile, he's like, no, I'm going to make the crown better if I become the king. I'm going to make things better for all you people. Right? And they're like, no, he'll kill us with dragons. He plans to kill everyone once he becomes president and take over forever. You know, and it's just one big Game of Thrones, man, with these fucking scumbag politicians. All of them. Except for Trump. It just tells me Trump is the deal. Trump is the guy. Trump is the way. Trump is the man for the job. 100%. And if you don't think he is, why would they try to kill him these many times? Why? Why are they trying to kill him like this? Why? Because he's a threat to democracy. Okay. So they shut down the video from last night for a while today. Shout out to Sith Negan, whose birthday is coming up, and hit me up. A couple of people did, saying, "Hey man, the video's down. Like it's," and I got like 5 or 6 different warnings saying your video is blocked worldwide because of this. Your video is blocked because of that. The video is blocked because of this. Because you use that. Because you use this. And I went and edited out the parts, and the video's back up. But shout out to Sith Negan, whose birthday's coming up, to the one and the only. And so I edited out those parts, and the video is back up and running. But it was a fun night last night, man. Filthy was on. CUNNY Chris called in. Had the original crew in the house. The regulars were here. You know, MELLO and the Schlepster. Johnny Holes stopped in again. Abel Salas. And you know what's crazy? Minnesota Vikings came on, right? Last week he came on. He had a problem with CUNNY Chris throwing him off the phone call last week. So I got all those text messages eventually bitching and moaning to me like I did it, right? Then, and I'm like, dude, I'm a fucking almost a 50-year-old man. You think I want to hear about this shit? So then today I get a text message, right, from Minnesota Vikings fan, and it basically says, you know, I'm glad MELLO and Johnny Holes had their fun. You'll never see me on this shit again. I'm done. And it's like, dude, like, are you a fucking 5-year-old kid? Well, I hope it was worth it for MELLO and Holes last night. I ain't ever calling in again. I won't ever be disrespected like that again. Sorry, I'm out. Like, dude, why are you hitting me up and saying this? If you have a problem with those guys, take it up with them. What the fuck did what do I have to do with it? What the fuck can I do about it? Tell them, guys, be nice to Minnesota Vikings, man. What am I supposed to do? So I got to get the repercussions of this shit. And I tell CUNNY Chris this shit all the time. Like, Chris, when you hang up on a guy like Minnesota Vikings, like, well, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I get that. You can. You're my cousin. Anyone really can, right? But, like, when you do that, I'm the one who gets the feedback and the repercussion of it. I'm the one who gets the text messaging and the threats and the I'll never talk to you or anyone again. And it's like, bro, you know what, dude? Like, I'm taking my father to dialysis and doctor's fucking visits and worrying about this and that and fucking have my daughter doing this and worrying about that and bills and money and all this shit. And you think that like, is something that I want to pay attention to, something that I want to put time and effort into? I hope they had fun last night. I'll never be disrespected like that again. I'm out. Sorry, I'm out. What? Sorry, I'm out? The fuck does that mean? You don't want to come on my shit? Don't come on it, bro. You know the deal, bro. You know the deal. You know the deal. I'm a nice person, bro. I invite everybody onto my shit. I tell everybody when I speak to them, hey, man, come on if you want. I'd love to fucking hang out. I'd love to talk. You can come on every fucking goddamn night I do a stream if you want, right? But it's like, dude, I don't need anyone, all right, on here with me. I can do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy having people on with me, but I'm not a referee. And I'm not going to fucking like tell people what they should and they shouldn't be doing. You figure it out on your own. You're all grown-ass fucking men. Figure it out on your own. If you have an issue with Mello and Johnny, what they did to you, talk to them. Why do I got to get the threats and the fucking, I'm not coming on your stream no more because you didn't referee that the right way? That's petty shit. Look at the big picture. That's petty shit. You just had a cousin die, bro. You know? I just had a mom die. I had a father who was sick constantly. I just went through COVID. You think like fucking, I'll never go on again. I'm sorry, but I'm out. Like, get a fucking grip. Does it really matter in the scheme of things? If you're mad at them for talking shit, talk shit back. God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know? Get a grip on reality in life. You know what I'm saying? Get a little bit of a grip. A little bit of a grip of the big picture. You know what I mean? You ever heard of the big picture? You know? You think that's going to matter in a year from now when we're at war in this world over everything and we're fucking... Our streets are covered with people trying to kill us from other countries who came here. You think we're going to care about that? Oh, he was disrespected by Minnesota Swiken Flecken Flan, you know, a month ago before World War III started. I don't think anybody's going to care, bro. I don't think you'll even care. So just keep your eye on the big picture, bro. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Keep your eye on the big picture. Not being a twat meat sandwich, all right? I didn't do it, and I have nothing to do with it. I didn't disrespect you. I've always treated Minnesota Vikings, his cousin, like gentlemen. Okay? So fuck off with that shit. Text me with that shit. Fuck.
Minnesota Vikings fan tries to text me late at night just to tell me that he's mad at Mello and Johnny Ho said some shit, and now he's fucking mad. I text me in the morning and he sounds fucking sad, yeah. But he don't want me to know what he really meant about. Yeah, his boyfriend came in his mouth and he spit it all out. Yeah, this is Minnesota Viking man with the Viking fan, with your Viking man, like a little fucking bitch when he texts me with some shit. Yo, fuck off, man. It's sick of dick. Take a dick, take a shit on your hand, wipe it on it from that man. I don't really fucking care. I don't really want to hear about it. I got enough fucking problems on my own, man, to hear about it.
Twat meat sandwiches for everyone in the Minnesota Sniken Flanken Flan family. Deep Thoughts with Mellow Yellow. If I once sat on my dog, would he live or would he die? Yeah. Connie Chris was here tonight at my house all day and night. I had a barbecue today. Had some family come by. And Mr. Connie Chris was here chilling all day. That was pretty cool. Get to see Mr. Connie Chris.
Behind every fucking man, there's a good woman. And if a good woman is not a good woman, then there's a good man behind that woman. You have no clue what the fuck I just said?
I'm actually getting some messages right now. Hold on one second, guys. Hold the fucking phones. Hold the press.
Right?
Yeah. It's the second assassination on Donald.
Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation.
In the bushes where this guy was is an AK-47 style rifle with a scope.
Listen.
Two backpacks, which were-
Listen. Let me tell you something. When you go somewhere with an AK-47, you're looking to kill motherfuckers, okay? It's a miracle that this guy didn't kill Trump with the access that he had to get as close as he did, right? And this guy brings an AK-47, which is very hard to aim with. But if you get close enough with a gun like that, you could chop down 12 fucking people with no problem. So this guy went there looking to kill multiple people and Donald Trump and just spray these motherfuckers, right? Now, I don't know if this guy, they still didn't even report it in this, whether this guy got shots off or not. Does anybody know? I would think Abel Salas Jr. would know. Did this guy get shots off? Yes, that's exactly what mods are for, brother. And you get a mod just for saying that. Because mods are, you know, they're the people that keep the chat flowing and going and keep the fucking dingleberries out of the chat. And not that we get much here because, you know, we're a tight-knit little community, but, you know, every once in a while you get a fucking dick brain. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we don't have much work as a community in this chat, but you know what? There is some work. You know, occasionally you get that fucking kumquat. I heard only that the agent shot at him and he took off in his car trying to get away. What a fucking 60-year-old vagina neck piece of shit this guy is, right? And this guy takes a fucking AK-47 up to kill Trump, jumps in his shit, gets the fuck out of there. They catch up to him. Like, it's just, it's so frustrating, man. But I'm glad they got this guy alive because let's bring him in. Let's fucking waterboard him. Let's do whatever we got to do to get the fucking truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God out of this motherfucker. I want to know who you're working with. And even if you're not working with anybody, I'm still going to ask you. I'm still going to look into it to the fullest. And obviously, you know, I just have a feeling the CIA and shit already know these people. You know, they know that these guys are like people that are very easily MK Ultra'd or brainwashed or told what to do or lied to and told that this guy's a threat to our democracy. Like, do you understand? Like, if an FBI agent went to one of these like wet brain idiots and sat them down and said to them, listen, Donald Trump is a threat to our society. He's a threat to this democracy. And you know why we say that? Because we feel that if Donald Trump wins, he's going to get in office and he's going to declare himself the king of America. He's going to shut down all the elections and he's going to stay president till he dies. He's going to ban abortion too. And if an FBI or a CIA agent said this to a person like the guy who we just saw who tried to shoot Trump, this most recent one, or the guy before that who got his head blown off, or the guy before that in 2016 who tried to kill him. Like, if an FBI or a CIA guy or an operative or some shit sat one of these guys down and said what I just said to that person, of course they're going to go and try to kill him. Of course. They think they're doing something for their country. They think they're protecting democracy and protecting the country and the people in it by killing Trump, by hating Trump, by wishing death on Trump, by calling Trump a racist, by making lies up about Trump. They feel that they're doing it for their country. This guy's wearing an American flag shirt. The guy who tried to kill Trump today. He's wearing an American flag shirt. He's talking about what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing in Ukraine. And all people, no matter how old they are, no matter what religion, no matter what sex, he said that the second one, and no matter what they are, they should come here and help. Like, fuck you, Blarty. Go suck a dick, bro. Fuck you, Blarty. No. Why the fuck should I go to this country and fight their fucking war? What does it do for me? And you know what? I'm not looking at it like, yo, it better benefit me or else I'm not doing it. No, I'm saying, what does it do for us? What does it do for me? What does it do for my country to have me over there fighting and interfering in their bullshit? This guy is an American. He went to Israel. He went to fucking wherever the fuck, and he wanted to fight for them against Russia, Ukraine. He tried to become a Ukrainian soldier, and they were like, no, not at this moment. No, they didn't say it, not at this moment. They said never. You're a 60-year-old vagina neck. We're not having you fight for us, you stupid fucking American fucking weirdo. Go back home. Leave here. Oh, my God. Go back home. Get the fuck out of here, they told him. And he's like, at this moment, they won't let me fight for them, but it doesn't matter how old you are, what sex you are, what religion you are, you could just tell by him mentioning that second what person he is, what matters to him, you know? Just the surface. There's a million more of these guys out there, okay? And like I just explained, if a CIA guy or an FBI, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or NCRP or whatever the fuck goes up to a person like that, they can very easily convince them to really kill Donald Trump. And that's what we got. It's going to keep happening. They're not going to stop till they get him. And even if he becomes president, they're still going to try to block him from becoming president. They're still going to try to kill him before he becomes president. And if he gets past all those hurdles and he actually wins a rigged election, they're going to stop him from being president somehow, some way. And if he gets past that and they don't kill him after that, he'll be president, right? But they'll still try to kill him and get him out of there. They don't want him to spend one day in there, let alone 4 years. So they're not going to stop till the guy is dead. They're not. And the New York fucking Jets won their first game of the year today, thanks to the Tennessee shitbox Titans for giving the New York Jets their first fucking win of the season. Hoorah! Hoorah! The Jets are 1-1. Bill Belichick is on his way to the New York Giants. The Giants lost their second straight game of the season. They are 0-2 to open up the season, and their coach is on the hot seat. Big time. And I have a feeling he's going to keep losing. And if he does, you're going to see Bill Belichick step in to save the day. And let me tell you something. As soon as Bill Belichick says yes and goes there, ticket sales double. Everything goes up right away. There's a whole new feel to everything right away. Belichick will bring the excitement. He'll bring all kinds of great shit to the Giants if he does this. And I really feel like the Giants are even saying to themselves, you know what, guys? We need to get rid of this coach because we got a shot for Belichick. Let's get rid of this fucking loser. And let's get Bill Belichick in here. And that's going to happen. That's going to happen. Mark my words, that's going to happen. Belichick will be a Giant eventually. No doubt. I just have a fucking feeling about it. I really do. But the Giants lost. So, Giants are 0-2 on the season, and they're done, and their schedule is not exactly a great schedule. But the Jets' schedule is a good one. And the Jets have a lot of easy games coming up, and they should win a lot of them. If they can beat the Tennessee Titans like they did today, they should win at least 4 out of the next 6 games. Now, I wouldn't be saying that last night because I actually picked the Jets to lose, who were 3-point favorites today on the road in Tennessee. They were 3-point favorites, and they covered the spread, and they beat them, and I picked against the Jets because you know what? I'm never going to pick for the Jets because every time I do, they lose. So I'm just going to keep picking against them, betting against them, and hoping that they prove me wrong. Because let's face it, the Jets, 3 snaps into the season last year, it was over. And, hey, they got to win. That's great. But it could all end tomorrow. You know what I mean? So I'm a realistic Jet fan, and I'm not going to go crazy over 1 win and act like, yo, we're going to the Super Bowl. It was 1 win. Aaron Rodgers is 1-1 this year. Hoorah. All right, I'll take it. Thank you for the win. We'll see what happens next week. You know, I'm not going to get too crazy over a win like. And Kansas City Chiefs, man. Listen to me. This is bullshit. This is the filthy mouth game. This is bullshit because they get all the calls, bro. Kansas City literally gets all the calls for them. There was a call at the end of the game that basically opened the door for Kansas City to win, and they were done. They were done. They were losing. Joe Burrow beat the shit out of them. He outclassed a 3-time Super Bowl champion. He outclassed Patrick Mahomes. He looked better, right? And it's funny because they still lost. How? How did they still lose? Well, because the refs made it that way. The fucking referees made it that way because the refs were like, you know what? No, they're losing this game. There's no way they're winning this game. And they didn't. And they had the game won. They basically had the game won. It was already won. It was already won. And the refs took that away. Literally took that away. And they gave another call to the Kansas City Chiefs, and it led to another W for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's fucking sickening, bro, how many calls they get, how many calls this franchise gets. It's fucking sickening. It reminds me so much of Brady and the whole entire fucking Patriots shit. For 20 years, we had to watch them get every call, watch them get everything given to them. Well, they didn't get everything given to them, but you guys know what I mean. We had to watch them, you know, get lucky constantly because they are who they are. And now we're seeing it with the Chiefs, man. And it's like, yeah, listen, NFL, I know you love Patrick Mahomes. I know you make a lot of money on the guy. But, like, do we have to make it this blatant where you just call a bullshit call at the end of the game to give them new life? The game was over. The time clicked off the screen and the Bengals were winning. And they should have won. They should have won. It was over. They were winning at the end of that game. It was over. And they give the fucking Kansas City Chiefs a call like that, man. Fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. UFC last night was good, but Shane fucking O'Malley didn't even show up. The guy's defending his title. He doesn't even show up. He got his ass beat last night. Looked horrible. And then has the balls to come on social media and like shadow boxing. And he's like, on to the next one, baby. Like he whooped the guy's ass or something. It's like, dude, you're all fucking delirious, bro. You lost. You lost, dude. It's not on to the next one. You lost, bro. You lost your belt. It's not just on to the next one, baby. We keep rolling. No, you lost. You look like shit in a handbag. He dominated you almost the entire fight. You look like garbage. But it was a good night as UFC put on probably the coolest show ever. Being inside that fucking that sphere. It was fucking sick. They made it look so cool. It was such a cool fucking setup. And it really looked futuristic and what everything should be in the future. You know? Like every major area with like a sports team should have a place like that, man, because that shit is awesome. You know? What a great idea, and what a fucking cool thing to put together for a UFC event. You know, they were able to use that place, and it's the first time they ever used it there, and it was awesome. It had high ratings. Everybody loved it. It was really cool to see the fighters like the size of a fucking skyscraper building right in front of your eyes. You know, it was fucking pretty cool to see that. I mean, I wasn't there, right, seeing it live, but seeing it on video, I was still blown away. And still like, holy fuck, look at the size of, like, even just the stats that they put up on the screen of, like, this boxer's 20-2 and 15 knockouts. Like, all that shit was, like, bigger than my house, you know? So that was fucking really cool to see. And it came off really cool, them being in, that's, you know, in Vegas at that place. The inside, the outside, everything. It was really cool. They were very smart. Putting a UFC event in that place like they did. It's just going to spark more shit. I bet you they'll have a hockey game in there, or some kind of sporting event on the inside of that place or some shit, because it's really cool. It's fucking awesome. You know? Fucking awesome. Oh, man. So, yeah. So, we'll see. You know. Why no other football team has won 3 straight? Like, not even Dallas back in the day when they were winning. Like, nobody's ever won 3 straight Super Bowls. I mean, we all know that the 1990s Buffalo Bills made it to 4 straight, but they didn't win any one of them, so they can't be in the mix for that. But let me see. Has any team ever won 3 straight Super Bowls?
According to NBC5 Dallas-Fort Worth, of the 8 previous repeat Super Bowl champions, 0 went on to claim a 3rd straight Lombardi trophy. In fact, none were even able to make it back to the big game the following year.
What?
Get top local stories in DFW delivered to you every morning. Sign up for NBC DFW's News Headlines newsletter.
So basically, if the Kansas City Chiefs make the Super Bowl this season, they'll be the first team to make it to 3 straight Super Bowls. Right? And then, if they win it, they'll be the first franchise to ever win 3 straight. That is fucking crazy. Not even the Patriots won 3 straight. They'll do what no other franchise has ever done in football, win 3 straight. And they got a shot at it this year. But you guys heard it. 0 teams went on to win the 3rd one. So there were how many teams? That out of the 8 previous repeat Super Bowl champions, so out of the 8 teams that won 2 Super Bowls in a row, 8 teams that won 2 in a row, not one of them went to a 3rd Super Bowl. So out of all those 8 different franchises that were in that position, not one of them went to a 3rd one. So the odds are so against the Kansas City Chiefs this year to win the Super Bowl, to make the Super Bowl. The referees are going to goddamn make sure it happens. So you could be very fucking right by saying what you said, because that is a hell of a thought right there. That is a hell of a thought. I feel like the NFL wants the Chiefs to be the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. Yeah, you're fucking right. I agree. We won Super Bowl 27, 28, and 30. We lost to the 49ers in the AFC Championship. Went to the that was the year Johnson left the Cowboys because of Jerry Jones. Yeah, yeah. So they skipped that one. Yeah, I know. And not even, wow. So, yeah, I mean, not even the great Dallas teams or the great Pittsburgh teams from the past won 3 straight. None of them have, man. Yeah, this is the 9th franchise that has had a shot at 3 in a row. So this is the 9th franchise with a shot at 3 in a row. And out of the previous 8, none of them even made the 3rd Super Bowl, let alone won the thing. So, yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool stats. I guarantee you if Jimmy Johnson stayed, we would have won 4. Yeah, I think so too, because when Jimmy Johnson left, they obviously went a little bit backwards. And then they won, I think, to spite the coach they ended up with, because I don't think that coach was good at all. I think he was just a mouthpiece for Jerry Jones. And I forget his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. But, yeah, if Jimmy Johnson would have stayed, they probably, God knows how many more Super Bowls Dallas would have won. You're right. I totally agree with that. Without a doubt. So, I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked pretty good yesterday. He wasn't great. The running game wasn't great, but it looked decent at times. The defense wasn't great, but had their moments. You know, it's just an ugly game that the Jets had to win against a bad team. So, Barry Switzer, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Switzer was a yes man. He was just hired to just, you know, do and say. He's basically Kamala Harris. And if Jimmy Johnson got along with, you know, Jerry Jones, everything would have been great. And they probably would have went on to win at least fucking 3 or 4 in a row at the very least. With that team they had, man, I mean, come on. That Dallas team, I will never forget that Dallas team, dude. Every video game that I ever played having to do with sports with that team on it, football here or Madden football or Joe Montana football or all the football games that were out back in the day, whenever you would use that team, it was like Emmitt Smith could not stop him. And even when you used them on the game and you used Emmitt Smith, you pick up a first down every fucking time. You can't stop him. The guy was, his like attributes were through the fucking ceiling. And then Troy Aikman, unbelievable, talented guy in the game and outside the game. The guy was fucking amazing. And then you had, you know, the wide receiving core that these guys had, and then the defense that those guys had. That team was fucking loaded. Loaded, Lewis. Tecmo Bowl, yeah. Buffalo made 4 straight Super Bowls that they didn't win any of them. So, yeah, all right. So you could say, you know, there's been a team that made 4 straight Super Bowls, right? But you can never say that there's been a team that's won 3 straight. So this year the Chiefs got a shot at it, and we'll see what happens. Do you guys think that the Chiefs will win it again? It looks like the referees are definitely for them again, man, and that's not good, because they're just going to get every call from here on out. And I think Tiff is exactly right. I feel like the NFL wants the Chiefs to be the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. And yeah, it does feel that way, because all those calls, man, so many of them were questionable. So many of them. I watched the highlights. I'm sitting there like, really? Is this how blatant we're going to be now with this shit? Christ. Yeah, you know, I was very surprised by a couple of games today. Wait, hold on. I'm like hearing noises, and it was in the fucking song, which was weird. But yeah, Yeah, a couple of games were surprising today. New Orleans beating the fuck out of Dallas today. That was a little unexpected on that one. I didn't see that coming. I thought Dallas would have a good game today, and, you know, that was a good opponent for them in New Orleans. But apparently New Orleans is a powerhouse. So they won their game today, New Orleans against the Cowboys. And then, what was the other game that I was like, holy shit? Was it the Jaguars? Fucking Jaguars. It was the fucking Jaguars. The Philadelphia Jaguars. Bunch of fucking Jaguars. Let me see. I'm going to put this up on the screen real quick. Mets had a big game today. They're tied with the Braves and like 3 other teams for 4 spots. I mean, for 3 spots. 4 teams, 3 spots. They're all basically tied. They all basically have the same record. And the and the Mets fucked up today and lost. And I think the Braves won. So much for that, right? So yeah, the Cowboys got destroyed today by the Saints, 44-19. You had the Las Vegas Raiders win a big game today against the Ravens. That was a huge win for them. The Commanders, who are not really a good team at all, beat the Giants. Barely, but they beat them. The LA Chargers destroy the Panthers, only let them get a fucking field goal. Green Bay Packers get a W with their backup quarterback today. 16-10 over the Colts. 49ers lose a bad game, man, to Minnesota Vikings. And the 49ers are 1-1 to start the season after their big win against the Jets last week. Fuck them guys. 18-13, the Browns beat the Jaguars. Fucking Jaguars lose. Seattle Seahawks, 23-10 in overtime over the Patriots. That's a tough loss for the Patriots. Jets over the Titans, as we said before, 24-17. Buccaneers over the Detroit Lions, which, wow, man, they really got their shit together over there in Tampa, man. That team's good. That team is good. They beat the Lions, who a lot of people got them picked to win the whole thing. Then you got the Rams and the Cardinals, and I'll tell you this right now. The Cardinals came out today, bro. 41 fucking points they put up on the board, and they beat the Rams handedly, bro. 41-10. Big fucking win for the Cardinals right there. 13-6 final. Pittsburgh over Denver, and I love watching Denver lose. Love it. Keep losing, Denver. The Steelers get the win 13-6. The Bengals, as we talked about, got robbed. They lost the game 26-25, and that's a heartbreaker loss for them. Joe Burrow, after the game, was frustrated, all this shit. The guy played his ass off. He outplayed fucking Patrick Mahomes, and he should have won that game. But hey, let it happen during the regular season. If something like that happened during the fucking playoffs, I would be fucking ape shit. The Houston Texans, who are picked by a lot of places in Vegas, all over the world, to win the Super Bowl this year. Heavy favorite to win the Super Bowl. The Texans, the Houston Texans, right? Go up against Chicago, the Bears, and they beat them by a field goal, 19-13, as the Texans get even closer and closer to their first Super Bowl. I think the Texans will go to the Super Bowl, honestly. I really do. They're just that good. They start out the season 2-0, and they're rolling. This wasn't they didn't destroy Chicago, but listen, you win the game, you win the game. You play to win the game. That's what you do. You play to win the game. It doesn't matter how you win it, as long as you win it, right? So they barely squeak by the Bears, but they are 2-0 to start the season, which a lot of people have them winning the entire thing, like I said. So shout out to them, the Houston Texans. They are a real deal team. They really are. I got to give them respect. They're a real deal team. We'll see what happens down the stretch with them, but Jets are 1-1. I like that. Giants 0-2. The Bears are 1-1. Aaron Rodgers' first full win with the Jets today. First full win with the New York Jets today. Aaron Rodgers. Congratulations to him. Gets his first win not being a Green Bay Packer. First win as a Jet. It's crazy. Current standings. New York Mets still play the Braves in a 3-game series. Yeah, I know that. I have tickets to one of those games, the middle game. On the road. I'm going to Atlanta. I got all my cousins here from Atlanta. We got tickets. We're gonna go down there and we gotta suck the cock of a ex-baseball player named Chipper Jones. So looking forward to that. No, but the Mets are in the last wild card spot and basically tied with the Atlanta Braves. 81. They have the same record. 81-68. Mets and Braves. Arizona, 83-65. They're 2 games ahead of the Mets and the Braves. And then you got the San Diego Padres, who I was talking to my cousin today, and I said, dude, they got rid of Soto and they didn't even skip a fucking beat, the San Diego Padres. They didn't even skip a beat. They might even be better than they were with the guy. So, look at them. They're in the first wild card spot, man. Not by much, and things might not even end that way. But you know what? As of right now, they are 85-65, 20 games over 500. They got a .567 winning percentage, and the Mets are 3.5 games behind them. So anything's possible with 15 games left, however many are left. It's like at least that. Tulsa King came out today, season 2. Everybody's making a big deal about it. It's going to be on one of the major networks eventually and all that. And the show has gotten big time popular over its first season. And the second season just came out. I watched episode 1 of season 2, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good show. I like it. It's a little overboard and a little over the top in certain areas. Like, really, Sylvester Stallone's going to get up and punch this young dude in the face, and the guy goes right down with no problem. And it's like, yeah, man, I'm a gangster, yeah. And it's just, like, unbelievable, okay? No 80-year-old man's going to fuck up a 30-year-old. And come on. I don't care who you are. Come on. But it's shit like that irks me about shows and TV shows and movies. It's like the stupid shit, like where you expect us to believe that. I don't like that type of shit. But Tulsa King is pretty good. Season 1 was good. I liked it. It could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. And it is a show worth watching. And if you like shows like The Sopranos and shows like the ER, like back in the day, or like those doctor shows and shit. Like, this is kind of like a mix of all of that. So it's a good show. And a lot of people do like it now. It has grown in the last 2 years. So many people were anticipating this next season to come out. They were waiting a long time for it. So shout out to the Tulsa King. Tulsi Gabbard. So yeah, so Trump almost dies again. National primetime game for the Texans. Lewis. I cannot remember the last time they had a primetime regular season game. Really? Well, yeah, you're right. Because, dude, they just have not been a good franchise for a while. The Houston Texans. They just haven't. But they really have put that shit together now, man. And they went out and got those good players, and they made trades, and they signed people, and they got a good fucking team. And you know what? Like, honestly, you got to kind of pick them to go to the Super Bowl. And they start out 2-0. Like, it's gonna be hard, but I think, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they win the whole thing. you know, or at least make it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, Archie Manning, I know who that is. I watched him before. I know his whole deal. Archie Manning, nephew of Peyton Manning and Eli, is for the Texans and Longhorns and... Oh, really? So he's the backup to that guy who's supposedly going to win the Heisman? Yeah, I hear a lot about Archie Manning, and I heard that he's even better than Eli and Peyton, and he'll end up somewhere. I wish it was the Jets, though, I'll tell you that. Ken, do you honestly think Trump will make it to the election? 2 assassination attempts. No, I don't, dude. I really don't. I hate to say it, but I think they'll kill him. I don't want him to die. I don't want them to let him get killed. But I really feel like, and I don't want to even put this out there. I want to sit here and say, no, dude, he's going to win the election. He's going to become our president. And we're going to get all these fucking behind the scenes cocksuckers. That's what I want to say. But that's not what I think. They are going to try to stop him every angle, every which way possible from becoming president. And then if he does become president, they're going to try to fuck him up to get him out of being president, to disgrace him in any way they can, because they have bloodlust and hatred and jealousy behind their hearts. And these people are sick, twisted individuals who are like, you have to kill this man, you have to kill him, we don't like him, he doesn't listen to what we tell him, you have to kill him, you have to kill him, you know. And they're gonna keep doing it. And like I said before, I wouldn't be surprised there's not even a election coming up, because this psychic lady predicted like a year ago that there won't be any election in 2024. The presidential election will not happen. She predicted that. And a lot of people said, oh, she got it wrong. She saw what was happening but couldn't like get it totally good. But she did know that a woman, blah, 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 and the guy would drop out. And she probably knew that, but she saw it this way and couldn't interpret it and blah, blah, blah. No. A woman predicted that there would be no election. And she has all these other predictions right for a long time. She's been predicting a lot of shit right. And she said there will not be an election. 2 years ago, she said this. And this one guy was like, well, why won't there be an election? And she was like, I really don't know why. All I know is I saw that there was no election. Something bad happened that there was no election. That's got to be Trump dying. It's got to be. 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts at your life. Eventually, somebody's going to do the job. It's almost inevitable at this point. Not unless they put this guy in a fucking sealed Pope Mobile type of fucking, you know, parade him around in a snow globe type of bulletproof snow globe type of thing. You know, and they're not doing that. Okay, you heard this guy before, and I'm mentioning it for the third time now. You heard this guy before. He was like, he's not a sitting president. So he didn't have guys in the bushes looking out for guys in the bushes. He had the guys outside the bushes looking at the guys in the bushes. But yeah, I mean, come on. It's pretty evident when somebody says something like that, they know, like, hey, listen, this is not the type of detail you would have seen with a guy like George Bush, or a guy like Ronald Reagan when they left office, or a guy like Bill Clinton when he left office. You're not seeing the same protection that all those guys got over here in Trump land. You're just not. And if I was Trump at this point, I would hire my own fucking security crew that overseen the CIA. And if the CIA was like, no, fuck that, we have final say and we have the sight over the presidency, I would be like, no, you don't anymore. I'm taking my own detail. And if they refuse to listen to the president of the United States, well, then motherfuckers need to arrest people or change the fucking laws, because I am bringing in my own private security firm that will protect me. And I do not want the CIA to do anything for me anymore, because all the fucking time they're in charge, this shit happens. They were in charge in Pennsylvania. The guy climbs the roof and almost kills him. They're in charge over there in Florida at West Palm Beach. Guy fucking goes into a shrubbery and almost kills the guy. When's the next thing going to happen that the CIA doesn't take care of? When's the next thing going to happen? It's pretty evident that it will. It will happen. And it doesn't take a psychic like that lady to sit here and tell you they will get Donald Trump. Think of the hurdles this guy's got to jump. He's got to become president in a rigged fucking election. Then once he becomes president, he's got to face a barrage of fucking slander and lies, right? Then he's got to fucking try to make the country better and make all these decisions and move all these pieces around to start making the country reverse and make everything more affordable and better to live and all that shit that he did when he was president for the first time. He's got to do all that. And if he's trying to do all that, think of how hard it's going to be when he's being impeached every 5 minutes, or he's being told that, or they're being told that he's a threat to democracy and people should kill him. Like, it's just inevitable for this guy. It's inevitable for him to do anything at this point. And if I'm him, right, honest to God, if I'm Donald Trump, okay, I'm going to put myself in Donald Trump's shoes right now, and I'm being serious, okay? I'm being very serious. I'm going to put myself in Donald Trump's shoes right now, all right? And put yourself in his shoes too, okay? Put yourself into his shoes, even if you hate him. Just put yourself in there for a minute, right? And think about this for a second. He's sitting there saying, I'm running for president again, right? I have a serious shot of winning this, even if it's rigged, right? But what could I do? Why? Why am I doing it? I'm not going to get an opportunity to fix things. I'm going to get beat up and barraged and lied on and treated like shit and probably killed. For what? What does it do for you, Donald? What does it do at this point? If I'm Donald Trump, I'm gone, bro. Fuck you. I take my middle finger and stick it to every last fucking one of yous here in America. If I was Donald Trump, I would take my finger and hold it straight up and say, fuck you, America. Not the people that support me, but fuck everyone else. Even the non-supporters. Fuck everyone else. Fuck all of yous. You don't deserve me. You don't deserve me. Honestly, at this point. I would be like, I'm gone. If you didn't vote for me and make sure I got in there, then you know what? Like, fuck you then. Because obviously the system is rigged and they do not, like, and it shows you how much Republicans were in bed with Democrats. It shows you that the whole time the Clintons acted like they hated the Bushes and the Bushes acted like they hated the Clintons and Democrat versus Republican. Ooh, the whole time they're all fucking friends and they're all in on it. They're like, hey, we're best friends, but you're a Republican, I'm a Democrat. So let's run for president against each other. And no matter who wins, we take over everything. Boom. That's the way it is. That's the real way it is. Okay? Doesn't matter. Or it used to not matter. Now maybe it does. Maybe it's different. I don't fucking really know anymore. But you know what? You know what I do know? We were being lied to from day one, man. And it's a shame because I really had pride and love for my country. And I still do. I still do. But to know that we've been as crooked and as shitty and as manipulating and as fucked up as other countries who are so-called dictatorships and third world countries, we've been just as bad as them. We've sunk just as low as them. It's horrible to think that. It's fucking horrible to think like what we have fastly become as a country. I mean, but we are some like clear leading motherfuckers, bro, because it's like everything we come up with in this country fans out to the rest of the world because everywhere all over the world is all LGBT and shit now because America started that shit. It wasn't even in Europe or anywhere else. It was here first. Black Lives Matter, all that shit, right? And then it catches on in the rest of the world. And even with negative shit, we're the leaders, bro. Even with negative shit, the U.S. is like putting its beliefs and shit onto the rest of the world, and they fall for it and they go right with it. They literally go right with it. It's like, why are you not copying, but why are you part of this shit that's going on? Like, why? Why not be above it? There are some countries out there that are like, nope, no woke shit here. We're staying the same way we always been, the same rules, same way that we've been for 300, 400 years. You're not changing shit here, sorry. And there are some countries that have done that. I love those countries. I wish those countries the best, and I hope those countries flourish. Flourish. Because these people in America are saying, we're a sanctuary city, but don't send us your people here. Don't send us your people here. You can't send them to Martha's Vineyard. This is too nice for that, but we could send them to your town. Ugh, it pisses me off, man. It fucking pisses me off. Those people were bust out of Martha's Vineyards at 20 minutes fucking later, they were gone. You think Martha's Vineyard was gonna really do the right thing? Like all its residents that live there are all politicians, and they all come out saying, hey, you know what? You should open your doors to some of these people from a different country and let them come in and work and give them money and a job, or even just feed them in a place to sleep. What? You're asking me to take an illegal alien into my house, feed them, and give them a place to sleep, and they don't work. What? Oh, fucking weird morals in this country, bro. Weird, fucked up morals in this country, man. Fucked up. Must be out your motherfucking mind. Must be out your motherfucking mind. Crazy. You fucking crazy. I'm sorry, brother. I'm just not taking phone calls, bro. I just wanted to come on and talk, about this myself. I apologize if you're trying to call in and I'm not answering. I'm sorry. I just wanted to vibe on here by myself tonight. On a late night, Sunday night, or you could say Monday morning, Monday morning quarterback. Monday morning. Holy shit. What a hit.
Hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the...
So this guy had a GoPro, obviously. This was reported early on when they first reported this shit, that the dude had a GoPro, 2 black bags, a rifle, AK-47. What's on the GoPro? I want to see it. I want to hear it. I want to see what's on it. Let's go. I want to see what's on the GoPro. Come on.
Did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it.
It's a potential suspect. Well, I mean, listen, we saw a muzzle coming out of a bush. Our guys shot at that muzzle. That muzzle ran into a car, started driving. We followed that car, took that person out of that car, but we just don't know if it's definitely that person who did it yet. What? What?
Now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources.
Mr. Trump will be at the hospital at 7:35 if you'd like to see him go from the corridor on the left into the main lobby of the hospital at 5:02 on the dot. So if you'd like to shoot him, he'll be here at that time at this place.
FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office and state and local law enforcement.
Mark. Oh, dear God.
All right, well, let's get out there to this, Ken. Thanks so much. Let's listen in to what they have to say here as they're investigating this assassination attempt. Let's listen in.
Have everything. All right? So when we get done, think about your questions, because we're not going to take a lot. And keep them to the information that you heard. Don't get into what ifs, and because of this, we're not going to go there. All right? So keep that in mind, and we'll be good.
Okay.
So here we go.
Because you say so.
All right, 1:30 this afternoon. Call came out, shots fired. That was called in by the Secret Service. Because we're in constant contact with them all the time, we were notified of that, and we had units here that immediately sealed off the area. Fortunately, we were able to locate a witness that came to us and said, hey, I saw the guy running out of the bushes. He jumped into a black Nissan, and I took a picture of the vehicle and the tag, which was great.
The vehicle and the tag. The vehicle and the tag. There's always somebody who's like, yo, we saw him before he shot at the president and we warned 15 cops. Like, that's what's going to come out tomorrow is they actually pulled this guy over 3 hours before he tried to shoot Trump, and they strip searched him, found an AK-47, but he talked the cops out of taking it and arresting him, and they just let him go. Like, we'll hear something like that. Oh, why? They just let him go? Yeah, they caught him with a gun and everything, but they were like, you know what? Today's your lucky day. We're going to let you go. I wonder why. I wonder how that happened.
So we had that information. Our real-time crime center put it out to the license plate readers. And we were able to get a hit on that vehicle on I-95 as it was headed into Martin County.
Wow.
We got a hold of Martin County Sheriff's Office, alerted them, and they spotted the vehicle and pulled it over and detained the guy. After that, we took the victim, the witness that witnessed the...
Can I just say, the Secret Service saw a guy on the golf course with a gun pointing through a bush. They didn't see the guy, but they saw a gun pointing through the bush. They fired at the guy, right? He leaves, he jumps in his car and drives another fucking town over, and they didn't arrest him till then. Are you fucking serious that the CIA shot out this guy because they saw a gun, right? And they didn't apprehend him. They had to call the cops to report shots fired to get them to zone in on where this car is and all this shit. Like, are you fucking serious? What the fuck is going on with the CIA? What the fuck? They're either in on it or they're so inept and so bad at their jobs they all need to be fired either way. Because if they're all lying, they're scumbags, and if they're this fucking bad at their job and this dumb, then they need to be fired either way. Right? Holy shit, man. These people are either fucking dumb or fucking in on it big time.
Flew him up there, and he identified as the person that he saw running out of the bushes and jumped into the car. Now, in the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro, which he was going to take pictures of. So those are being processed right now. The Secret Service agent that was on the course did a fantastic job. What they do is they have an agent that jumps one hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off. So that's what we know about the investigation. We have somebody in custody right now that is a potential suspect. We got a little bit more work to do on it, but as we usually do, As soon as we decide that we're going to book him into the county jail and the charges that he's going to be booked into, we'll get those to you and we'll get a picture of him and we'll get you his background. So now I'm going to turn it over to the representative of the Secret Service, and he's going to make a brief statement.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I first want to thank all of our law enforcement partners, to include the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office and the Martin County Sheriff's Office, for their involvement today. Former President Donald Trump is safe and unharmed following a protective incident shortly before 2 p.m. on Sunday at Trump International Golf Club at West Palm Beach. The U.S. Secret Service personnel opened fire on a gunman located near the property line, and this matter is under investigation. I'll turn it over to my partners over at the FBI.
Wow.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Veltri. I'm the special agent in charge of the FBI's Miami field office.
Just weird shit.
The FBI has assumed the role as the lead federal law enforcement agency in the investigation of the incident that occurred earlier today at Trump International Golf Course here in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Yeah. Oh.
We've deployed a number of resources, including investigative teams, crisis response team members, bomb technicians, and evidence response team members as well. What we need right now is for the public to avoid the area around the golf course. We will continue to support this investigation with the full resources of the FBI, alongside our partners with the United States Secret Service and the Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, as well as Martin County Sheriff's Office.
We'll try to cover up anything we find, and we won't let the public know not a goddamn thing. Right? Basically. This all just sounds like a debacle, man. A fucking debacle. I mean, how do you fuck up this bad? It's just mind-boggling to me, man. It's not normal. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to believe anymore. It's just, I don't want to see this guy killed, man. But it feels like it's just inevitable. Do you guys feel the same way? I mean, like, let me know in the chat and let me know on in the comments section, like, please, I don't know what to think, man. Like, I really feel like it's just a matter of time. I really feel that way. Ghost, I'm sorry that I can't believe you don't have a mod, and I apologize for that. You should have been a mod a long time ago. I thought you had one, to be honest. I thought every time I seen you in here, you had one, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, you're right, Casey. He had on backpack, hung on the fence, I guess to protect from bullets. Yeah, who knows why he hung that shit there? Who knows, man? He probably hung it there. He probably had like Kevlar in it, or he was using it to like rest the gun through the fence to get good aim. And they didn't tell us. Did he blow off any bullets? Did he actually shoot at the president? Because like I heard a couple of different stories. I heard that bullets hit the bottom of his golf cart and went over his head. I heard that there was no shots fired by the suspect. It was only by the police that were there, or the CIA guys that were there. So I guess I don't know if you guys know any of those details, please let me know. But other than that, like, I hope Trump cleans house too, man. I really do. Like, in a perfect world, Trump will win the election, hands down, where they can't dispute it. They can't even get away with it. Like, if they cheated, they still can't even do anything because it's just so much, it's overwhelming. So they can't even get him with cheating. And I hope he wins the whole fucking thing, right? And then turns around and legit, for the first time, fucking clears house and drains the swamp like he promised to do the first time, and goes after all of these pieces of shit. Takes them all out one by one legally. Okay? Legally. I'm not saying go and take these people out and arrest them and behead them and no. We're not them. We are not them. Okay? We don't wish death and kill people for no reason. They go up in front of a court, in front of a jury, in front of a judge. They have detectives looking into everything that they're involved with, and you find the shit that they're guilty of, and you prosecute them, and you put them away forever. And if they're not guilty of anything but just hating Trump, and they get off, then they deserve to get off, because if you're innocent, you're innocent. I don't want innocent people getting fucked, okay? And I consider an innocent person someone who hates Trump. Even those people that wish death on Trump, they're innocent people. They're not, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to kill him, but they wish it on him, but they're not going to kill him. So that makes them a little bit better than like a murderer, right? Or something. But either way, it's fucked up to wish death on somebody. It really is. It's just, it's horrible. Why would you wish death on anyone? It's just mind-boggling to me, man. It really is. It really is. It's so bizarre. You know? And I don't hate them. I don't want anyone innocent to go to jail. But he needs to get in office. And like I said, in the perfect world, he would get in. He would win hands down, so no fuckery can go on, right? He'd get in there, and he would clear it on out. Clear it on out. And then he'd hit the media off, too, and be like, you know what? The media, they need to pass new laws that the media cannot be owned by a single person or a single fucking entity. It should be its own entity, not owned by anybody, so they can be, you know, in the middle on everything, like give you that, the truth, because they just don't tell the truth anymore. They just lie, and they're allowed to. And I get it that you're allowed to do whatever you want. It's a free country, but like, I don't know. I just feel like they just manipulate the American public so much that it's like, can we please have someone held responsible for all the lying and manipulation that has happened? Can we do that just once, please? You know? Clinton orders somebody dead and they know it's her and they have proof. Can we just like, just arrest her already? Like, I don't know, man. It's just, enough is enough, man. All they do is fucking fuck with Trump. I mean, these people going out and killing people that get less charges than fucking Trump. It's crazy, man. It's fucking ridiculous. Heard there were gunshots within the vicinity of Trump. Yeah, the more desperate they become. You're right. The closer we get. Because they know Kamala's going to lose. They know. So they got to rig it. And if they can't rig it, well, then the next thing is we got to kill him. We got to stop him from running. We cannot let this guy get in office. And these people are hell-bent, especially the ones that hate him, you know, that want to see him dead. They're just like, hey, you know, like, he needs to be gone, man. They're not going to stop till it happens. I know it. The writing is on the wall. It's sad, but it's true. You know it's sad, but true. That, yeah, they'll eventually get to him, guys. Come on. Let's not be stupid or naive. They're eventually going to get to him. How could they not? You keep getting opportunities like this, you're going to capitalize. Even the most dumbest, worst shot in the world will eventually get one of them little silver bullets inside Donald Trump, you know? Probably going to happen before the election. And then and then that lady will be right, the one who predicted there'll be no elections. And everybody thought, oh, there'll be no elections because Donald Trump will do some fucked up shit and like stop it from being elections and blah, blah, blah. No, it's because Donald Trump will be dead and there'll be no one else to run. So good luck with that. How's that working out for you? How's that working out for you? Not too good. Didn't age too well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I heard there was gunshots in the vicinity of Trump. Yep. Yeah, as soon as somebody fires at him, he takes off like a coward bitch and runs the fuck out of there, and they got to arrest him a town over. Tito Jackson passes away. Michael Jackson's brother? Holy shit, another Jackson passes away. Tito's going to be up there with his little brother, dancing and singing. And Tito Jackson. Flaxin' waxin', yeah, Tito Jackson. Jackson 5 singer, dead at 70 years old. God rest though.
The Jackson dynasty mourning the death of Tito Jackson. He was 70 years old. While an official cause of death has not been determined, Steve Manning, a longtime family friend, tells ET Tito died of an apparent heart attack on Sunday while driving from New Mexico to Oklahoma.
Yeah, okay, thanks for the copyright. Thank you. I so appreciate you just pull that out of your butt cheeks. Fucking toss salad twat. God. Oh my God.
It's a common threat to the whole.
Tito was one of the famous Jackson 5, beloved brother to the late king of pop Michael, and a father of 3.
Michael was a common threat to the whole family, and I think the family has handled it very well, but it's a very big pill to swallow. So we're going to continue to love each other and support my brother's legacy.
That's Tito when Michael died.
Tito shared this pic to Instagram just days ago, alongside his brothers, paying tribute to a memorial for Michael.
After we found ourselves, we found out that we are brothers and we are entertainers, so that's what we were put here to do, so that's exactly what we're doing.
There you go. I love the Jacksons, man. They were all some talented motherfuckers, the Jacksons. Shout out to Tito Jackson. Storied career.
President Trump is safe after gunshots were reported while he was golfing at his club in West Palm Beach at the Trump International Golf Course, not Mar-a-Lago. The former president is fine, his campaign says. Those shots were fired in the vicinity of the golf course. We're now waiting for an update from the Secret Service and police about all this. Hello and welcome to Fox News Live. I'm Eric Shawn.
And I'm Marcel Neville. So the Trump campaign did not specify where those shots may have been fired. And this, of course, is coming 2 months after the former president was shot at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. And we do have Sean Hannity. Sean is going to join us live right now from your home studio. Sean, unfortunately, we're talking about this very subject today, unfortunately. But what do you know? Have you spoken to the former president?
I've spoken to the president, and I spoke to his golf partner, Steve Witkoff, a well-known developer, businessman in Miami and the Palm Beach area. So I got a lot of details. I'm very aware of the New York Post report that said that it was, well, outside of what's called Trump International in West Palm Beach, which is where I am. And anyway, so long story short, is President Trump, they were on the 5th hole, they were about to go up to putt, and the way Steve Witkoff, now, just as a little bit of background, Arthel, I happened to go to breakfast with Steve Witkoff and another friend of mine this morning, and I was invited to play golf. They happen to be really good golfers. I don't have a lot of time to play golf, so I said thank you, but I'm not gonna go out on the golf course and get killed out there. But long story short, so they were playing, they were on the 5th hole. And the way Steve described this, the way the president described it, they both had exactly the same story, which was that they heard pop, 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 pop. And Steve went into great specificity and great detail as to what happened right after. Within seconds, the Secret Service pounced on the president, covered him. You had snipers with tripods. They knew the direction where the shots had been fired, and they had eyes on the location where the shots had been fired. And long story short, they were I have confirmed with both the president and with Mr. Witkoff that the gun has been found. They identified it as an AK-47, and thanks to Secret Service drone video coverage, they were able to identify one individual involved in this shooting getting into a car after dropping the AK-47. And my understanding, according to both of them, is that that car has been identified, and I believe it's been surrounded. Whether or not that person has been apprehended or not, I don't know. This happened in a matter of seconds. A little more color, a little bit more details on this is that when they got on top of the president, immediately what is called a fast cart that I believe has steel reinforcement and protection was able to whisk the president away. And then the Secret Service immediately sprung into action. They had eyes on where the shooting had occurred. I saw the New York Post report that these were two people shooting at each other outside the course. I do know, and they did confirm that the shots were outside of the course, but certainly seemingly within range of the former president. So we don't have any details on any of that. They don't know that part. I only know the part of what they experienced while they were playing golf at Trump International in West Palm. Thankfully, the president is safe. Steve Witkoff is safe. The Secret Service apparently acted with incredible speed and professionalism, and but certainly alarming in every way imaginable in light of what happened in Butler, as you mentioned.
Yeah, of course, this is very alarming. And Sean, have you spoken to the former president or texted with him?
I have spoken with the president 3 times since this incident, and each time I got a new piece of information. One, that they had found, first of all, what happened with the shooting. The second thing, that they had found that AK-47. Third, right, that their drone footage was able to give them enough surveillance to identify the exact car that the individual involved in this shooting got into, and further details.
Keeping you soft, again, back, support, subscribe, again, keeping you safe.
Me and my 2 coaches loud in agony, folks. I wish I could film a segment. My coach doesn't like to be on camera.
Like, you know what? I feel like I have the same problem with shorts.
Bad man. I wasn't scared of how Tommy's face thing. I'm afraid he's going to brutally take
I
you
want
out.
to fucking kill your fucking face. Fucking air, please move! Fuck me!
Hey, Tommy, what is going on?
I'm gonna tell you what.
Kill you!
All right. All right.
How much
right.
better is it when he's got the makeup on when he does that?
Tommy is the new Joker.
Fuck me!
Well, what? Tommy, smash your phone against the wall.
I just did, dude. Stop.
Tommy, punch
Chris.
something. What?
12. Dude,
oh my.
12.
Tommy,
Dude,
punch.
he's getting prank phone called again.
Fucking air, please move! Fuck me!
Even over the smell of fucking bleach, I smelt my sour cock.
I'm on a whole nother level compared to myself.
Say his name and he appears. I believe it.
Mark!
Yo, guys, have a good rest of your night. Well, day. It's 3:30 in the morning here on the East Coast. Thank you guys for hanging out for a little bit tonight with me. I'll see you guys soon again. Everybody, I mean, listen, the last time I left you guys, I said, yo, who knows what'll happen next, you know? And here we are again with another Trump fucking assassination on his life. So, like the last time I said goodbye, I said, man, who knows what could happen before the next time we all speak again. And here we are, right? So I'm going to say it again right now. Who knows where we'll be the next time I come on. And it'll probably be soon. Because you know what? Shit happens so much every day now. There's a potential, like, huge game changer. And the last two tries on this guy, they missed. But like I said, I don't think they're going to miss all the time. I don't think they're going to, eventually somebody's going to hit the spot. I'd hate to say, and I don't want to say that. I don't. But eventually someone's going to miss it. Someone's going to hit the spot. Someone's going to hit the target eventually. No doubt about it. So I hate to say that. I hope I'm wrong. But I doubt I am. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, guys. Shout out to the chat. Everybody else that chimed in. See you guys soon. And God only knows what we'll see the next time I speak with you, right? God only fucking knows, man. Peace, everybody. Have a good Monday. Tommy, you know what I mean?
Can
Tommy?
you tell the story about Hayden Johnson?
Tommy, you know what I mean?
What are you talking about, Kim? What are you just whistling, dude?
You're just whistling, dude. You're just whistling.
End of line.
I take Ambien and go to sleep.
Fish taco started in the Baja. The quadrilateral.
I have white privilege and I am racist.
I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass.
I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass, 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 your ass, 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 your ass. I will eat your ass, ass, your ass, ass, your ass, your ass, 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 ass.
This fucking faggot shit. This fucking faggot shit. Fucking faggot shit. Faggot shit. Tequila, 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 tequila. Tequila, tequila, tequila.
I always wanted to fucking suck a French chick's asshole out. Fucking suck a French chick's asshole out. Fucking suck a French, fucking suck a fucking suck a French chick's asshole out.
Oh, bro, I shit incredibly well.